Hey guys, and welcome to or back to my channel. If you guys are returning and you've seen one of my videos before, high five. That was awkward because you didn't high five me back. You just left me hanging, and so you hurt my feelings. In order to make it up to me, you should hit that like button. Then we'd be good. Anyway, today's video, I've tried to film this video so many times. This is like time 18, sitting down trying to film this. These kids and the dogs and all of that keep interrupting and getting in the way and messing it up, and background noises, and so we're gonna try our best to get through this. I already have this down in my brain of how this is going to go, so hopefully it works. Let's jump right into it. This video is going to be about 5 things that in some people's eyes would make me a bad parent, and I'm going to, name them off. I do a lot of things that could potentially make me a bad parent. I could probably do another one of these videos, but these are just 5 of them, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I do them and how or whatever, and then I'm going to let you know that, hey, if you do these things, you're not a bad mom. You're just not. So jumping right into it with number 1, I swear in front of my kids. I swear in front of my kids quite a bit, actually. I don't see the issue with it. I know that nowadays some people are still offended by swearing, but I think those people are becoming fewer and far between, and I just think that most people aren't affected by it. And even if I'm not swearing at home, it's not like they're not going to run into it in, society and in their day-to-day life. And so I don't think that not swearing in front of your kids really has the effect that most people think that it does have. Also, I don't see swearing as that big of a deal. I think as long as, you're being respectful and you're being nice, I don't see an issue with it. If my son comes up to me in a couple years and is like, "Mom, I'm having a shitty day," I'm probably just going to be like, "All right, buddy, what's going on?" I'm not going to yell at him for saying shitty. I mean, I think that's stupid. I think that's, I don't know. Personally, it's not for me. So I swear in front of my kids. Number 2. I don't have a bedtime for my kids. Personally, I am a night owl and I stay up very, very late. So if I was putting my kids to bed at 8 o'clock and then they'd waking up at 5:30, I'd be screwed because I don't go to bed until 3:30, and then what? And then I'm screwed. So putting my kids to bed early as a bedtime just isn't practical for us. Also, at the same time, I feel like most parents put their kids on a schedule because they themselves need to be on a schedule, whether it be for work or for school, or they're just the type of people that need a schedule. And I'm just not one of those people. And so I don't see a reason for putting my kids on a schedule that they aren't going to need to have, especially because I plan on homeschooling them. And so it's not like they need to, get into the practice of waking up at 6 o'clock every day for school, because it's just not what's going to happen in my house. And so I don't see an issue with not having a bedtime for them. Honestly, what we do most nights is we have them have quiet time while me and my husband, watch TV or whatever, and they read books or they play quietly, or hell, they even fall asleep on the couch. And then we all go up to bed together at whatever time it is that we end up going up to bed, and we all just go to bed. And it doesn't seem to have any effect on them. They're actually really good at falling asleep when we're upstairs. And like I said before, sometimes they'll even fall asleep on the couch next to us. And so, I think what we're doing is working, and I don't see an issue with it. The next thing on my list is I give my kids sugar. And I feel like this is kind of controversial, even though I don't think it should be. I feel like they're kids, and what better time to have sugar than when you're a small child. As an adult, I don't eat sugar nearly as much as I used to, although Airheads are my weakness. I don't like sugar as much as I used to, and so what better time to enjoy sugar than as a kid? But also, I give my kids enough healthy foods and good foods in their system that I don't see the big deal in letting them have a lollipop or a cookie or a couple cookies. And so I don't understand this whole, okay, well, you can have like one M&M. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. They have juice, they have whatever, we brush their teeth, and we give them a lot of healthy food in between it all. I mean, in between it all, it's more like, the junk food's in between it all. It's mostly healthy food. And so I don't really see the issue in letting them have sugar. The next is I try to avoid medicine. And I know, call me crunchy mom, call me what you will. I don't like the idea of putting things in your body. I think that God made us all perfect and exactly how he intends us to be. And so I don't see the reason for pumping my kids full of junk, honestly. And that's not saying that if something wasn't very wrong or if they were obviously in a lot of pain or something along those lines that I wouldn't give them medicine, because I have given both of my kids medicine. Eleanor significantly less than Matthew, but I have given both of my kids medicine. And I don't think that medicine is bad or whatever. I just would like to avoid it when I can. And I like to use home remedies or other things before I go immediately to medicine. And I think a lot of the times our bodies are just doing what our bodies do. And so for a small fever or something, I just let the body do what the body does and fix it itself, because I think it strengthens their immune system and I wouldn't want to take that away from them. And the last, number 5 thing on the list is, sorry, I had to read my list. It's right in front of me, so if you saw me looking down, that's what it was. I forgot. I'm so scatterbrained that, like, literally, if I didn't make lists of my whole life, I wouldn't know how to live. So don't mind that. The 5th and last thing on my list is that I give my kids free range. And this being said, that doesn't make any sense. Girl, who the hell are you? Why are you talking like an idiot? Moving on with my life. I give my kids free range, and this stresses a lot of people out. And by that, I mean, I kind of let them do their thing. Obviously, I step in if, they're doing something severely wrong, or, I mean, it doesn't even have to be severe. If they're doing something wrong, I'll step in and, I'll kind of, redirect them and everything. But for the most part, I think that they're tiny little people, and they should be allowed to make their own decisions. And so if he wants to jump on the bed, he can jump on the bed. I let him know that if he falls and gets hurt, that's going to suck, but I let him jump on the bed. Because honestly, worst case scenario, what happens? He falls, he gets hurt, he learns, and he moves on with his life, And so a lot of the times I let them make decisions for themselves that other parents wouldn't necessarily let their kids make. I let them choose, what they wear. I let them choose what they do. And I kind of give them a lot of control over, their own lives, because I feel like at the end of the day, they're little people, and I'm not raising them to be followers or to, listen to me or to their boss or to whoever. I'm raising them to be leaders, and I'm raising them to be able to take charge of their life, and I'm raising them to be independent young men and women. And so I feel like that starts early on in their life. And that concludes my list. I'm so grateful I finally got through this video. Oh, you do not even know if this is good. I'm proud of myself. This deserves a high five. Are you actually gonna do it this time? Are you actually gonna high five me? Yes. Okay. Perfect. I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of us. We are getting there. We're going to conquer this parenting crap. We are going to conquer this finance crap. We are going to conquer this life crap, and we're going to do it together. Me and you. We got this. We're going to be best friends. We're going to get through it all together, and we're going to do this thing. I will see you next video. Bye, guys.